Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready?
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready?
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Steps away. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
McCann's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first down, Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run here on third and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Get it! Alert! Alert!
Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 28-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A couple extra tight ends into formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure you got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toe. It's going to be a first down. Well done. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 73 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hurt. No check.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down, they'll run it here. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. First down, Vikings. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
On play action, they'll throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Philly offense set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use a boxing in now.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Eagles are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
After 50, after 50.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throws right side, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Eagles get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
19 driving, 19 driving.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
60.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach that's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top and gives you a chance to go make a play.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a Caleb Evans. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now this His throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check. Reload.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Hurts. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mustang 19. Hawk 70. Ready.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Smash. Cougar 19.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Albert Okwuegbunam from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The point after is good, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he fields it cleanly. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he's stopped at the Eagles' 36. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Got to try it here. He's back to throw toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11. 69, 69.
They're going to look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
They brought in a heavy set on third down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
And the slot man goes in motion left. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This is intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick-6 on the other side, and now they get a pick-6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick-6 from earlier in this game?
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 148 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Right back to him on first down. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Third down, they're going to run for it here. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. Job 1 to pick up the first down is complete. That was a big third down conversion, but they got to watch the clock. It's starting to become their enemy a bit here in a 2-score game.
Which means they have to pick up the pace, right? The tempo has to be upped. And what they do is they tell the quarterback in his helmet, hey, listen, when we pick up the first down here, tell everyone we're going. We're moving now. The 2-minute offensive phase, and everyone on the bench area, they're waving them along too. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, they'll run it here. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try to rise up and overcome it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. throw here. His throw incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
McCann's kick up and good. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to run now. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they bring what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. He'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Pass complete, Thomas. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it
Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping.
You see, it's 2 type of people in life. It's people that wake up